Hello, today we're going to be learning about Kahoot. So after exploring this for a little bit, I think that the target market for this is more teachers and students because this is easy for teachers to use and see that what kids are knowing in time. And then on the student side, it helps them be competitive and it has like fun with it. So you can see after each question where they're at compared to their classmates. So we're going to take a look at just a little test one that I've made so you can see what it looks like. So after you make one, once again, like you can edit it. So you can see like if students really are struggling with something, then you can add more questions towards that for your next class or for the next day if you want to use it as more of a bell ringer. So you can see like how they've retained their information. So one thing that I found pretty interesting about this is that you can click multiple. And so if you want to have like an all the answers are correct and throw kids off a little bit to see how they really understand it, then you can do that. Or if it's just one or two, then you can click those. And then there's also true or false questions to pick from. And then something that was also useful is you can change the time limit of it so you can have more of a lengthy question. And then you can also change this points. So if you're using this as a review, then you can make things that you think are more important that kids really need to know for a test and kind of give them little hints for it. Then you can make it double points. And now we're going to save this and we're going to look what it looks like for the kids side for when you start to play it. So if I click play and then teach, so if I were to assign it, then that means kids can play it on their own time. So this would be useful for a test review if you're remote or if students just want to review it the night before the test. So something that I also found interesting was a friendly nickname generator. For me, this would be extremely useful since I do teach middle school. I don't want to put kids in a position where they have the chance to do something that they would regret and they could potentially put something inappropriate down. So I think the friendly nickname generator is perfect for that. And then you can also change the lobby music, which kids I think would enjoy too because it's music, obviously. So if we click classic, then students are going to wait for the game pin, and then when it shows up, then they can put it in, and then they will spin it 3 times for their friendly nickname generator. If you choose to let kids put in their own name, then they just put it in, and then this shows up. And if some kid puts in something inappropriate or types in something wrong, then you can just click it and it kicks them out and they have to re-put in the game pin. So I think this would be really useful as either a study review or an exit ticket or a bell ringer because then you kind of know where every student's at and there's not surprises of like, oh wow, I didn't realize that students were understanding this, or wow, students really know this really well, I can give them something more advanced.